These days, almost every teen belongs to social networking sites like Facebook and MySpace, or to photo and video sharing sites like Flickr and YouTube. A big part of these sites are the pictures and videos kids post to their account, which are visible, at the very least, to all of the child's friends, and sometimes to the whole world. Many teens understand that how they present themselves in person is important. But do they realize the same is true online? The way kids present themselves online may even be more important because it leaves a lasting record that can be viewed by anyone, classmates, potential colleges, and dangerous people at any time. Take a moment to consider the way teens should ideally present themselves to others online by answering this question. When you're done, click Next to go on with the lesson. It's also important for teens to realize there is never a guarantee that things sent over the Internet will remain private. In fact, a study conducted by the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy showed that 40% of teens and young adults have seen a message or photo that was meant to remain private. With the increasing popularity of the Internet, it's no surprise that peer pressure has spilled over into the world of the web. That study also shows that nearly 30% of teenage boys believe that receiving a racy message or photo is evidence that the sender will engage in sexual acts in person, when in reality, the sender often does it as a direct result of peer pressure and hopes it will go no further. Make sure you understand the possible repercussions for teens who send racy photos, videos, or messages by answering this question. When you're finished, click Next to go on. Don't let teens get away with thinking they can do things anonymously on the Internet. People in nude photographs are often identifiable by body type, tattoos, or birthmarks, even when their faces don't show. Because of this, it's never safe to take a racy photo, and anything that is on the Internet or sent to someone's phone is liable to be traced back to the person who sent it. As if physical features weren't enough, the teen's identity can easily be found based on a screen name, email address, or phone number. If a teenager is going to post something online, no matter how anonymous he or she thinks it is, the child should imagine that it's being posted under his or her real name. If they wouldn't be comfortable doing it that way, they shouldn't do it at all. Let's consider just how hard it is to remain anonymous in photos by taking a look at this question before we go on. The study by the National Campaign to Prevent Teen and Unplanned Pregnancy also reports that 1 in 5 teens has sent or posted sexual images of him or herself, despite the fact that the majority of teens agree that sending suggestive pictures or texts can have serious negative consequences. So why do teens take such risks with photo sharing online? For one thing, they might not understand just what the serious consequences are. Rarely do teens realize that inappropriate photos or videos can be leaked to the rest of the school or to other friends or family members. More importantly, the effects of such unwanted exposure can be long-term, affecting the colleges teens can get into, or even the jobs they can later apply for. Let's think about possible repercussions for sharing photos and video on the internet by taking a look at this question. When you're done, click Next. Aside from the concerns of damaging one's reputation, there is a serious legal aspect to posting illicit images as well. United States federal law prohibits the posting of sexual pictures involving minors, and such acts are punishable by law. In one instance, 3 teenage girls were charged with possession of child pornography for taking nude photos of themselves and sending those photos to others. What these girls did is an example of sexting, a trend that is rapidly gaining in popularity. Sexting is the sharing of sexually explicit messages or nude photos via cell phone. Unfortunately, what these teens think are private photos are often forwarded to others, who are of course free to forward the photo on as well, without the original sender's permission. Answer this question to see what you've learned about this law as it pertains to sexual pictures of minors. When you're done, click Next. Of course, the most dangerous aspect of sexting or posting suggestive pictures and videos involves interaction with sexual predators. In fact, a study done by the Ad Council shows that 1 in 7 teens on the internet will be sexually solicited at some point, often by older individuals who use fake photos or profiles to seduce younger people. To avoid this danger, make sure teens know to limit the photos and information that can be seen by people they don't know or trust. On sites like YouTube and Flickr, users can set their privacy settings to only allow friends they know in real life to view their material. Also, as an adult, you can set safe search features on these sites to prevent someone else's mature content from showing up. It's important for teens to remember that anything they post on the internet is essentially public. Do your part to keep children safe by informing them about the risks and repercussions of their actions, and be available to discuss any questions they might have. Here are some real-life examples of how the concepts discussed in this lesson could be used in a classroom, either as a teaching tool or an administrative aid.